right, let's get this over with. Hi. I like art and brands and complaining about shit on the internet that doesn't matter. Logos. You love them. You hate them. You have a weird autistic fascination with them. I think the trend of the 2010s, if you will, was to just go all like modern, like, we don't have to do anything. You know who we are. You know who we are. And that could be cool in some cases, but for others, it's just like, well, why you're not cool enough? A prime example of this one is Century 21. Is it a little archaic? Maybe, but you get the point of it. Like, it has its own distinct style, and it's kind of charming. Personally, I only knew them as the stylistic corporate sponsor of the 2005 Home Run Derby at Comerica Park in downtown Detroit. You know the place. But yeah, it was a cool little icon and design, and now we have this. I think this is the poster child of the 2010s strategy of messing with your identity just to look modern and minimalistic. Like, the same thing goes for Warner Brothers. I mean, you know Warner Brothers. They're in pre-film icon next to the lion and the Happy Madison Productions cracking your screen because your TV just cannot handle what you're about to see. It's there to greet you before every old Animaniacs, Looney Tunes, Harry Potter, in my case, Cartoon Network's Cartoon Theater, featuring classics such as Kangaroo Jack's Good Day USA and the Page Master. Yeah, they got the simplified look as well. They're one of the few brands that can actually pull it off and do it, and this is kind of a callback to the old days of Warner Brothers. It's okay, but you just can't beat the gold shimmer of the old one. It just speaks like this is a good production that we're about to show you. This kind of bleeds into the identity crisis portion of the modern thing where you kind of lose whatever you had. It's cute. It's warm. It's inviting. You have the pets. You have the colors. It's what? Why? Same thing with Land's End. Like, they kind of differentiated themselves after being kind of, standalone words and shit. Then they got rid of it after 4 years to kind of do this, like, impact like modern like text again, which is okay, but like, why get rid of something that differentiated you? Thankfully they brought it back and they came to their senses. Hopefully Petco does the same. But the biggest sinner is the NBA Finals logo. You didn't even have to say NBA Finals. Look at that shit. It's the finals. That's how good it was. Like, slap that shit on the hardwood and like, it's a special game. Like, this is different. This hits different, if you will. Fuck that, right? The logo and the simplicity of it can depend on the company's identity and brand reach that it has. Like, some companies can definitely get away with it. The Red Sox, Target, Chili's. This is definitely not Mole Trace. In other cases, this simplicity and rebranding can actually turn out amazing. Like, look at the Grand Rapids Griffins logo. This is the old one. It's okay, a little archaic, in need of an upgrade, sure. But then the new one comes in here. It's like, drop Grand Rapids, but you replace it with the arena and the skyline and like an updated, very well-drawn griffin that just towers over the whole landscape, and it's just griffins. Yes, this is so good. Another example, I'd like to kind of stretch out this video a bit into box art, just a little bit if I could. The NBA 2K21 cover. It's fine. Like, it follows the formula of like athlete, title, it's been going on for decades. But the Kobe Bryant Mamba Forever edition. This is the best sports cover I think I've ever seen. It doesn't stray from the formula at all either. It's just the athlete and the title still. But the illustration, the color, it feels lifelike. It feels like some effort was actually put in to this game, even if there was no effort put into this game. See, if you had any semblance of self-awareness, you would have said, had time to put effort into this game. Because a year development cycle is borderline insane. You baseless bitch. Sometimes a logo change can like really let you in on the health of the company at that point in time. good or bad. Oh, no. This definitely screams, we only make Connect games, and this logo is like a coded message for help. Like, please help us. Like, we need to get out of here. Dude, things are so bad in journalism right now. We can't even afford to render the earth anymore. Oh, there's MySpace. I still just feel so sad about this. This one is the most heartbreaking for me, personally, because you understand. But what about trying something new? Something that'll really, change the brand for the better, but actually ends up completely not doing that. Hey, you know how we have 5 million stores and we're losing money to better competitors?
That thing's green.
You see this kind of experimentation more so in sports, like with jerseys. There's one experiment that kind of sticks out in this realm, and that was with the MLB's turn ahead the clock jerseys. It was 1999, and we were excited about what the new millennium could bring. You know this kind of style, like the futuristic, new millennium aesthetic. Think about, oh wow, what would the New York Mets look like in 2337? Apparently they will relocate to Mercury. I understand what they were trying to do, but it's missing that color, that return of Saturn wackiness. Can you tell? I no doubt. But most of these jerseys weren't even futuristic. It was just an enlarged logo. I love oversized logos usually, but here it's just kind of a little tacky. Except for the Diamondbacks one. I do like that one. I think that's the most unique of them all. On the other side of the spectrum, there's nothing inherently wrong with going back to the past, kind of borrowing from your past to improve your logo in the present. As much as the minimalist design has been in, nostalgia, I think, has kind of leapt over it. Pizza Hut. At some point, something went horribly, horribly wrong, so they went back to basics, and that's cool. The Leafs and the Blue Jays basically went back to basics and old designs to kind of overcome long-standing stale ones. And in a sense, so did the Golden State Warriors, and in their case, that's kind of become iconic. This especially works with prior defunct companies that come back to life, like Lucasfilm Games. As much as I would love to see the dancing disco LucasArts logo from the beginning of Rogue Squadron Rebel Strike make a comeback, this is honestly pretty cool for a rebirth, and it's an effective, hey, Jedi Fallen Order was pretty okay, but get your shit together. But going back to the past isn't always guaranteed to work, especially when the logo is too archaic for the current time. The Detroit Pistons have done this with their old 90s basketball logo, from the Bad Boys era. I think the Bad Boys kind of brought that logo up versus the other way around. A lot of people give the teal era shit, and rightfully so in some respects. That color is not too optimal. But take the logo from that era, give it a little red and white glow up, and tell me which one you would rather have. I like the way you think. The Tin Man, say it for years, has been. But then we reached the point of no return where we see that there was a reluctance to care. These have been beaten to death already. And you could put these into the category of logo reflecting the current product or company's health or status. Okay, what else we got? I think this is what happens when you get bought out by Disney. Your brain just gets rewired or something. I think the best logos make incremental improvements on the original identity without trampling over that original art style. The logo changes depending on the game you're playing, from Majora's Mask to Four Swords to Twilight Princess to Toontown to Breath of the Wild. The mainline Marios do this too, but they also made the new Super Mario Brothers line of games. Guinness, there's more detail on the harp as you go along, which is kind of cool. Sam's Club, like the old logo, okay, I get it. It's a big box store, you got big deals. The next incarnation, yeah, I'm still getting that vibe, cool. You know, I actually do need someone who does code for a friend, so this is a really good development. Okay, that's all I've got. It's almost 2 a.m. My camera's already died twice. All I have to say is that Logopedia is a lifesaver of a website. Please subscribe to them. I'm pretty sure even with their help, I miss a bunch of duds or amazing pieces of art. If you'd like to let me know about it very calmly, in an orderly electronic fashion, you can shoot them down here or over here. Like, if you'd like. I hope you all had fun and that you all stay sane. Because I won't.